Michael Higgs. It's the Black God Project. And basically, can you introduce yourself and your game?
All right, I'm Greg Wark. I am making Hounds of Valor, the game that you see behind me. It's a character action game where you get to play as a dog. It's been a solo project for about just over 2 years now, and it's been a real big passion of mine. I love dogs. I really love games with dogs. I don't feel like there's enough of them out there, so I decided to make my own. And it's been a big kind of like undertaking with everything, but I'm really proud of the game so far and how it's been working out.
Okay. Awesome. Well, can you tell us about the characters and like what's their personality type, or can you just give us an in-depth description of how the player will interact with the characters?
Okay. The main character is Max, the big dog behind you, and he is kind of the protagonist of the story. He's kind of the new member of the monster extermination crew that the dog is a part of with everything. So like in this world, they've trained dogs to kind of go out there and fight the monsters that plague the world with everything. And there's going to be 4 dogs in total that are kind of the like the part of the crew with everything. There's Sky, the hyperactive husky, Pebble, the lovable pit bull, and then Axel, the tough-minded Doberman.
That's pretty awesome. I do know they're training dogs to like aid people in combat now. You think how far do you think it will be before an actual dog will be able to wield a sword in a way that's actually like usable? Honestly.
That's going to be a long way off with everything. We need cybernetic augmentation and that sort of thing. But when it comes down to like the kind of the fantasy sort of stuff, I wanted it to be kind of like a fantasy version of those military dogs you're talking about with everything. Because like in history, we've always used dogs throughout humanity. They've been humanity's helpers and guardians and companions with everything. And like I actually have a therapy dog of my own, like a dog back home. Her name is Twiggy. She's a beautiful Great Dane. I love her very much. And she's been my muse to do a whole lot of this with everything. And but like the therapy dog works, service dogs, canine officers. Like I feel like those are like such great kind of like pursuits for everything like that, and like it really shows what dogs are capable of. And I wanted to kind of do the fantasy version of it. It's like make it epic, give them a sword, make it like combative with everything, and make it like a really kind of like the dog is the hero in this game.
Has your dog seen this game?
Yes, she has. Actually, when I part of the Central Hound game dev group, and we do prototyping plays, and luckily the building that we're in actually allows dogs. So I can bring her in. She's usually kind of like right about there in a big bed, just laying there, just like greeting everybody as they're coming by, and she's just a really lovable and amazing dog.
Does she react to like seeing other hounds on the TV screen?
She's watched it a couple times, but then she gets bored and tired and just puts her head down. She's a big dog. She doesn't have all that much energy, so it's just kind of meh. She's the type of dog that she loves people. Like whenever I take her volunteering at a nursing home, she's always just like looking at people, wagging, just so happy with everything, and just people love her. So it's always great.
Sounds like a pretty good dog. We're at GDEX, and can you tell us what GDEX means to you?
Well, GDEX means to me is like it was kind of my first opportunity to start being part of this community with everything. I was starting to work on my own game development for a while, and I knew that there was some people out there with everything, but I remember 2 years ago I was thinking about going to GDEX. I really wasn't sure. It's like because I live in Dayton, so it's like it's an hour and a half trip. It's like I don't know anyone there. I don't know. Like I'm always so socially awkward with that sort of stuff, so I didn't want to go. But I got to tell you, like once I went and I actually sort of saw the games that people had there, it's like, oh, this is real. There's actually people like in Ohio in this area that are doing stuff that became really kind of eye-opening with everything. And I'd already been starting working on the game with everything, but it kind of made me like I need to do that like hour-plus trip and actually go all the way out there and be part of the community there. It's been really great to be like I bring the game to like the prototyping plays and the meetups and that sort of stuff, and I get to get a lot of feedback from people, like get to know like what everyone else is working on, get to see their games and like be encouraged that like I'm part of a community with everything, because especially like after you graduate college, it's so easy to kind of like just be in a town where nobody knows what the heck you're doing, and it's going to be very kind of isolating with everything. But to be part of something else and becoming part of the community around here, which has been really great.
I think so too, man. I learned so much about gaming and how to develop a game. It's very, very interesting. Do you have any advice for like first-time GDEX supporters or members?
Yeah, just first off, make sure you actually do come here with everything, and like there's a bunch of like local groups like of wherever your city is. Like look it up. Like you can go to like, websites like meetup.com, that sort of thing. Like look for other people in your area. I think like having that social connection, like if you can like bounce off of other people and like really be part of a community, it's so empowering to be part of that sort of stuff. So like like especially me, who's someone like, I don't like talking to people usually with everything. I've been so shy, like especially when I was in high school and that sort of thing. I've definitely helped come out of my shell with everything, but it's a big kind of like to do to get me to like go up to somebody that I don't even know to say hi, kind of that sort of thing. It becomes so awkward, but like you need to do that. Like hey, like if, especially the people around here, if you ask like what are you doing, kind of thing, like what's your game, that sort of thing, like they're gonna be like ready to talk to you and like, oh, where are you from and what are you doing and that sort of thing. So get out there, do stuff, pick up a game engine, start working with stuff. Like if you're really passionate about this sort of stuff, you can definitely do it. So, and this has been since it's been a solo project for me, it's been a big kind of like I finally have kind of like a skill set that can kind of like go around and make this all happen. So
It's pretty awesome, man. When will this game be released and where? What platform?
well, I feel like the game is still kind of a ways off, about a couple years off with everything, but I do want to have it on like a Steam release, but also want to go on consoles. It's definitely a controller-based game, so it's something that would work better for that sort of stuff. But I feel like it's so far ahead now that I can't give any specifics there. But it's I definitely do do a lot of Twitter and social media. So if you follow me on there and that sort of thing, you can follow the development of the game. And I do plan to have a version of it online on itch on the websites like itch, like early next year, to have it playable, kind of like the first part of the game, so people can get a taste for it and kind of get it out there. So that's the plan so far.
Cool, man. Sounds like you're staying busy doing what you love, and that's what, if you can't relate to that or you can't want that for yourself or somebody else, I don't know anything about you. But this is GDEX, Hounds of Valor. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans, your supporters, anything at all?
Well, it's like thanks for all the support with everything. It's been a real kind of like a journey with this sort of thing. It's so hard to kind of go it alone a lot of times with everything, but it's like I have my dogs and everything like that, but it's all different to be part of a community here with everything, and it's like get out there and be part of something.
Awesome, man. And this is the Cincinnati Herald Black God Project. Can we please get your Twitter handle or Facebook or website?
All right, www.dogatworkgames.com or Twitter @dogatworkgames and Facebook dogatworkgames. So dogatworkgames basically everywhere. So
Thank you.
all right, thank you.